guys, Monica Hayden. I'm here today with Bjorn Karlman, who is from Sweden, and he is a blogger that is very successful. He has a blog called Culture Mutt, that is an international blog that draws readers such as Newt Gingrich's press secretary. So I wanted you to meet him, and the main thing that I want you to know is how seamlessly he uses social media in his daily life, and how you can do that for your business. So without further ado, here is Bjorn.
Hi.
Hey. All right. You're going to use your Swedish accent today or your American?
Yeah, I don't think I can fake the Swedish accent. I can learn English this way, so I'll stick with this.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, so Bjorn, I would like you to show my audience what you do on a daily basis with your iPhone. Is that an iPhone?
Yeah, yeah, it's the iPhone 4. Probably not the biggest memory one, but it's a good one. I would probably say that there are a few things I do. I like to post video quite a bit, so rather than I have a flip cam as well, but I don't really use it because I like the fact that I have everything on the iPhone. So I take videos here and then I post them generally to my Facebook page, but often to Twitter as well. I'll post something there. I've noticed that video really helps draw Twitter followers a lot more than simply text. So video or pictures.
And how do they know that it's a video before they click on it?
I try to allude to it in the text. So here's a video of this, or like, guy falling over a rock. You know what I mean? It's something like that. So it's obvious that it's a video, and that kind of helped my Twitter feed some. So that was fun. And I also use it for, I don't really use this for blogging, for my phone for blogging. I will use that more to check on how the blog's doing. For example, like if I've written a post recently and I want to see how the comments are coming in, or if I need to respond to a comment in a hurry, I can do that from my phone. Otherwise, I'll do it from a computer or something else. But the phone's really great in that it takes pretty good pictures, especially in daylight. So if I'm at an event or at something where I'm not anticipating having to have a better camera, I can always use my phone, and I'll upload that to my blog or to Twitter or to Facebook, or if I want to hit them all at the same time, I put them on ping.fm, and that kind of distributes the message to my different platforms that I use.
Okay, and you also have a YouTube channel, correct?
Yeah, I also have a YouTube channel, and I will. With that one, it's a little bit different. I typically actually record myself on my Mac, on my MacBook. And
with the camera that's embedded in the
yeah,
monitor?
I use the camera there generally because the compression process and everything to put it up on Facebook, on YouTube, is a little more complicated when I'm using my phone. So I'll use the MacBook so that it's a bit more seamless, and often it's just, I don't know, it just works a little better that way. So
okay. Could you actually show us what model of phone you're using?
It's the iPhone. Yeah, it's the iPhone 4. I'm forgetting. I think it's a 16 gig. I'm not quite sure, but it's yeah, I got it fairly recently. I mean, it's definitely the AT&T version, which sometimes I'm upset about in terms of the reception on it. But it's it's a good solid phone. I hear rumors of the iPhone 5's coming out, so I'd be interested in that.
How is it for texting?
Oh, I think it's excellent for texting. It keeps obviously a backlog of the conversations. I'm not sure exactly how texting works on a lot of other phones, but it's very easy to use. I find it easy to type on. I honestly leave my laptop behind a lot nowadays because I feel like I can do most of what I need to do on the phone. Cool. Basically run my life on this phone. Yeah. Okay,
and so could you show us like a real live example of how you would use it when you're filming with it, and what you do to post from it and things like that? Is it as easy as just saying hit send and it sends from Ping FM?
Well, okay. So for example, if I were to say I'm getting interviewed by a fantastic social media expert right now, I would say that I would just take my phone and literally go to the camera app, right? And with the iPhone 4, it's cool because you can flip to video.
Okay, can I see what you're looking at here?
Yeah. So say you can flip it around so that you can see your own face. So there's a, I guess, a forward or a backward facing camera, so that you can kind of talk to it. And so here we're recording a message, right? And you know, whatever length. And then I stop it. I'm not sure how much you can pick up here, but I stop it. I select the video, and then it's fairly easy here. I can send to YouTube. I can send to MobileMe. I also subscribe to MobileMe, which, for those that don't know what it is, it basically syncs your a lot of your information between your phone and your computer, and
nice.
Automatically.
And is that an app that you download?
It's in a manner of speaking, it's also an app, but it's a service. It's actually a paid service. They give you a month free, and then you pay for it afterwards. But it's helpful in that it helps me organize my life as well. I have an organizational system that syncs over MobileMe, so that I can kind of keep track of my to-dos on my phone and on my computer. But anyway, so yeah, that video I could send to YouTube. I could alternatively just go to my Facebook app, which, if you're looking at the screen here, I'd go to Facebook like that, messages, let's see here. So if I go to my profile, it's going to be a little slow. Okay, there's an error because of reception, but basically I can go to my profile and upload a video right there from my I guess library, for my photo album.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so Bjorn, how do you promote what you do online as far as social media and your blog and things like that?
Well, I really believe in working your warmest contacts first. So literally when I was starting out about a year and a half ago, I would really try to leverage my friend network from college. And I went to, I think it was the 6th most diverse school in the U.S., so I was really, and I grew up kind of all over the world, so I was always interested in international matters and concerns, basically. So I would try to talk to my Facebook contacts from college days and from high school days. I went to high school in the UK, and try to get them interested. And so they were the core group that got interested, and I kind of leveraged my own Gmail contact list as well, you know, hitting the people that I thought might be interested. And then I kind of grew from there, and they would tell their friends, and then I would get really random people calling in or writing in too. And I think what helped at the beginning, which turned into a liability a little bit later on, was that my blog Culture Mutt, it dealt with cultural, I would say intercultural issues. Also was fairly opinionated and political, and it certainly got people debating on the site. Sometimes I felt like it may have gotten a little bit out of hand. Some inappropriate things may have been said in comments, so I'd have to delete comments sometimes. And also, I remember my dad felt that I went a little too far in some of my opinionated pieces, like I was a little too critical of, you know, this political figure or that one. You know, it happens, but. Yeah, so I basically switched gears a little bit, but I would say a little bit of controversy doesn't hurt you, and starting with your friend base, not being a burden, but certainly, you know, if they're interested, they will probably support you. I know that for myself, if I have a friend who's into social media and I think is actually making an effort, I typically will go out of my way to help them, and I think that's most of your friends will do that for you.
Good. Okay. My SD card tells me it's got 4 minutes left, so we need to be
succinct.
Succinct. Yes. Let's see. What posts or videos have gotten you the most response as far as content goes? What kind of content?
I would say the two biggest posts I'm thinking of right now is looking over some of my posts last night. One was one on popular culture, like an interesting part of popular culture. It was a certain kind of club dance that a lot of people had an interest in. Another one was on when healthcare reform passed. That was a big one. People were really opinionated about that, and I was too, and that just generated discussion. That was a popular post. So
posts that have a lot of cultural pull, kind of things that are in the news.
Yeah, some kind of a hook, some kind of an interesting thing to debate. The difference between the two was one was very current, the healthcare one, and the other one was evergreen, really. And I think that what I would recommend is the evergreen ones that are not tied to a certain event, because that becomes dated really easily. A topic that's interesting and always interesting is probably better.
Okay. And what are some of your biggest mistakes you've made in social media?
Well, I would say, I think I've kind of alluded to them, getting a little too opinionated. I think you can be opinionated, but getting too opinionated can be an issue. I think that sometimes I pushed my material onto friends that didn't want to be exposed to it. So I try to be sensitive to that and take them off lists and not send them stuff. But there's a little bit of trial and error there. And then finally, I think consistency. I would say that if someone were starting a blog, I'd be meticulous about getting 3 posts up a week and not slow down, because once you slow down, it's hard to get back into it, and your readers don't really know what to expect. So consistency is a good idea.
Well, good. And how long did it take you to establish a following?
I think the first month or so, the first month there was this great surge of support. And,
really?
And that was people that were interested and intrigued and want to help out a friend, kind of thing. And then I'd say by month 2 and 3, I started getting a committed following that wasn't just there to help me out for liftoff.
Neat, neat. All right. Well, I think we've covered most of the questions I was going to ask you, so thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks. Good luck with everything you're doing. I'm very interested by your social media work and definitely the research and the new ideas that are coming up, so I'm glad to keep talking.
Thanks. Yeah, and for anybody that has a question for Bjorn or for me about social media, I would love to have you leave a comment in the comment section below, or a question. Have a good day and good luck to your business. Bye-bye. Oh, terrible.
No, I think it was fine.
I know, I'm still recording.